Cool FM Live. I'm Todd Ryen along with Scott Borgstadt, and the lady in front of me here is the Ionic Foot Detox lady, Charman Bamesberger. Charman, welcome.
Thank you.
And she is here at the Heartfelt Healing Center. That's where we're at right now. Every Sunday, except Easter Sunday coming up, from 2 until 6, people can make an appointment for this special foot detox. And Scott, you and your wife are now owners of this Heartfelt Healing Center that you just opened up recently. And this is just one of the services that you offer here at the center.
That's correct. Sharma was part of the Heartfelt messages when we had that going, and we were doing spiritual fairs and stuff. And when we opened up Heartfelt Healing Center, she had to be a part of it, and she was more than willing to come in and provide her services. And like you said, she's going to be here every Sunday except for Easter from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Folks can go on the Heartfelt Healing Center website and book an Ionic Foot Detox with Charma. It takes 30 minutes. And it's more than just sticking your feet in some water. As you can see, we're starting out with clean water.
We're starting off clean.
Todd and I are going to do this.
We're the guinea pigs.
We're the guinea pigs. And I guarantee, Todd, this is new to you. You're going into this.
This is my first time.
You're going to be shocked on the outcome of this. But it's more than just sticking your feet in the water. Charma can explain. She does a little bit more than that. She does chakra
scans and clearings. Yep.
And other things as we're going through this. And I tell you what, once it's done, you actually come out of it feeling very refreshed. Your feet feel so much better. The times that I've done it, I felt a lot calmer, and I have slept so well that night. That's what it did for me. But I think we should get going on this.
I think we should get rolling.
What should we do? Stick our feet in? Are we ready to go?
Yeah, let's get going. So we're going to. You can put your feet in. And I've got the water. It's probably cooled down. Does the water feel okay?
Yeah.
The water feels okay. Okay, great.
It's warm, but it's fine.
Okay, good. Okay, good. It's going to cool down as we go. So I am going to need a wrist of yours. Maybe this wrist would be better. Sure. One that doesn't have the camera. So we'll just turn it like this. And we need to create a circuit. So I'm going to put this wristband on. You let me know if you feel any kind of like electrical, like buzzing or whatever, and I can add another layer there for you. So we've got you, and we've got Scott. So I can do 2 people at once. The actual detox takes 30 minutes. And while your feet are in the water, I do a chakra scan and clearing with harmony spinners that I make with crystals. And then afterwards, I do something that takes a few minutes called a still point. It's a cranial sacral energy therapy that works with the cerebral spinal fluid. So it's really good for your nervous system. So we're going to start, I think. Who wants to start?
Well, start with me.
You'll start with you. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something called muscle testing, which is where I'm going to put my hand. Is it okay if I check with you, Scott?
Absolutely.
I'm going to put my hand here, and it's applied kinesiology. So I'm going to check with Scott's high self to see which mode, which frequency is best for him today on the machine. So we're going to ask. All right. So your body wants mode D.
Okay.
So we're going to
start me off
and get rolling here. So the arrays are these black things, and they they have stainless steel blades within them. And so each of the modes kicks out a different frequency of ions into the water. So if I was to take this off of Scott's wrist, the array would stop. It needs to have that circuit. And it also needs salt. So we're going to just do a little bit. We don't want to go above. I just use regular sea salt.
Would that be like salt to taste?
Seasoned to taste. So the money point is about 2.1, 2.2. So we're just gonna let it kind of go up a little bit. See where it stops. If it goes over 2.4, it'll start beeping. So then I have extra water, so I can add water. So you're at a good spot.
I'm at a good spot.
All right, so you're rolling.
All right, your turn, Todd.
Your turn. So do I have permission to? I'm just going to put my hand here. Okay. So I'm just going to check in with your high self and ask what is for your highest and greatest good today, which program for this foot detox. And you are going to be program 6. So we're going to
salt you up.
Get you salted up.
This is the Ionic Foot Detox with Sharma here at Heartfelt Healing Center in Sierra Vista. You can get this every Sunday, with the exception of Easter Sunday. And holidays, I'm sure, that land on a Sunday, from 2 until 6 o'clock. But you have to make your appointment ahead of time, ideally, reservations or, online.
Yep.
And what's the best way to do that, Scott?
There's 2 ways. They can go to the Heartfelt Healing Center website, and on there, go make an appointment, and it's actually highlighted there where it says Ionic Foot Detox. You click on that, it takes you to the appointments. And you just pick the Sunday that you want, and it will show you what appointments are available. Or you can call the Heartfelt Healing Center at 520-210-1429, and we'll make an appointment for you.
All right. Well, Sharon, what are you doing now? Give us an update here.
So I'm adding the sea salt. The salt interacts with the ions. And so, and we're at just the right amount for you. We want to be around 2.1, not above 2.4. So, if you look over at Scott's...
I've been going for 3 minutes already, and you can kind of see how the water's starting to turn orange. I guess you would call that orange?
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit.
Orange brownish.
Yeah.
So this is the cheat sheet.
Oh, it says it's detoxifying from my joints. And
yes, yeah.
I could use that. I've got a little arthritis going on in my knees and my hands, so I can definitely use that.
And then you have some kind of frothy. See that kind of frothy kind of looks, that's yeast.
Okay.
Material, let's see. Where is the white cheese-like particles? So that's yeast, and so yeast. Most of us have Candida albicans. We have yeast in our blood. We don't want too much, and it feeds off of sugar.
Oh, okay.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So you guys are cooking.
Yeah.
You guys are cooking. And we'll check in, every once in a while.
Like you say, this is a 30-minute process.
This is a 30-minute process for the detox, and then the still point, the cranial sacral therapy done after your feet are all washed off, is approximately 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. So I would allot 45 minutes. Sessions are $33, and that includes everything.
So very affordable.
Yeah.
And then, and if you're interested in doing a series, sometimes it's nice to do, one and done is nice, but, if you have a lot of, if you're around, we live in a toxic environment. So, I can muscle test and check and see what's, for the person's highest and greatest good, a series of 3, a series of 5. We can do it, once a week, once every 2 weeks. You can come in as needed once a month. Scott's really set up the website in a really nice, easy way to book. So it's heartfelthealingcenter.com. And you just go there, and then if you're interested in the foot detoxes, just scroll down and you'll see my picture. And then it just says book here, and you just click. And I'm here on Sundays, like you said, Todd, from 2 to 6.
Yep.
So,
So how are you doing? Oh, you've got some orange stuff going on too. Your joints are a little stiff.
So you've got some orange. You've got a little bit of that yeast, those particles. A little bit of brown, which is that's liver, cellular debris, and tobacco. So
I used to smoke for a while.
Okay.
I was a social smoker.
Okay.
With friends for years.
Yep.
And then
Okay.
I stopped in the last 6 years.
Okay.
And so I'm not even doing that.
Okay,
anymore.
good.
So
Well,
it's
that's
been
good.
6 years, so I'm not doing that. But it was always off and on. It was never consistent throughout my
Yeah.
life. It was all depends on if my friend was a smoker or not.
Yeah.
And we, went out
Yeah.
back or went drinking. To go out and have a drink.
You can
and-
do
and
it. You can do it in moderation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my deal on smoking.
Uh-huh.
And the liver thing, ironically, I bought the white thistle, or the
Milk thistle.
Milk thistle.
For your liver.
Yeah, because I've been reading up that I've had low energy a lot
Oh,
lately.
okay. Okay.
And I'm dealing with, fogginess in the brain.
Uh-huh.
And a tightness in my belly
Okay.
area.
Yes.
Through, the center where my belly button is.
Yeah.
I've been experiencing a tightness feeling,
Okay.
and I don't know. But I have been going under a lot of. I've been kind of chalking it up to stress without going to a doctor. I really don't know.
You're right.
But I've been going through a lot.
Yes. Yes.
Mentally.
Yes.
Over the last number of years,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Okay.
I feel like it's finally catching up to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
And so,
we're not getting any younger.
and then you're right, and I'm aging as well in the process.
Yes. Yep.
And so when I heard about your foot detox, it just seemed like something that would be good for me to. I just feel like I need a cleansing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we live in a really, unfortunately, we live in a really toxic environment, and food, air, Roundup, just red dye number 6 or whatever, all these things, and so I'm not a doctor. I'm a holistic health practitioner. I can't claim anything.
Right.
I can share my own experience.
Yeah.
Many years ago, I had a rash on my left arm,
Right.
and it just itched to high heaven. I was trying all these topical things, calendula cream, different things. Nothing was helping. And so I was living up in Idaho, and I was getting regular pedicures. And the gal that was giving me the pedicures, I noticed on her menu for the first time, I hadn't seen it before, that she had a foot detox option. So I asked her, is that something that we can do along with the pedicure? And she said yes. And so I did that one foot detox, and I kid you not, that rash that had been bugging me for weeks, that was so itchy right under the skin, was completely gone. So the things that they say that it might be helpful for are headaches, bags under the eyes, poor sleep, depression, tiredness, low immunity, nausea, dull skin, thrush. Really good for yeast issues. Thrush is a yeast issue. Weight, overweight, constipation, spots and acne, sluggishness, mouth ulcers, difficulty waking up, lowered immunity, allergies, anxiety, wrinkles, age spots, stress, eczema and psoriasis, hormone imbalance, and candida, which is that yeast again.
I think I cover about 70% of that. That's not good. That's
So
not
that's
good.
that's a lot of symptoms,
when
and
people go
and
through it.
like you said, Scott, it really helped when you've had the foot detoxes from me in the past that you've slept really well
Yes.
afterwards.
Amazingly well. Yeah, it's a nice change, but it does. It's very relaxing, and yeah, you can definitely see the water changing colors and trying to remove all those toxins out of your system.
I just always felt like I had a lot of something in me that wasn't good. You know, between the smoking, between using a lot of hairspray.
I'm a child of the 80s. I grew up in the 80s.
The
So
Aquanet
I
age,
understand.
yeah.
I
I started
totally
out with
can relate.
Oh my gosh! I could never. Is Aquanet even still around
Yes,
anymore?
yes, it is.
Okay,
Actually,
I
yeah,
could never use that hairspray anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's unless they change the smell of it.
The Aquanet? Is that what you mean?
I never liked the smell,
the
but I always continued
stuff
using
was
it.
flammable. Yeah.
Because it had a good firm hold. But now I switched it up. I don't use it anymore.
So, at what point do you do the chakra? Part
Yeah,
of it?
so I can do that at any point here. I mean, I can
Yeah,
do
why
it
don't
for
you-
you
why don't you,
guys
yeah,
and
demonstrate that
I'll
on
show
me.
you what that is. It doesn't take very long.
And that's part.
So I make these. They're called harmony spinners, and they're made with 3 stones that always stay energetically clean. The white one's selenite, the blue one is kyanite, and the yellow one is citrine. And they're wrapped in 100% copper wire. And they can be used as a pendulum. What they're designed to do is to harmonize energy. So you can hold it over your non-dominant hand a few inches. And if the energy is, I don't use the word negative, I use the word discordant. If the energy is off, not harmonized, then it will spin. So you can use these for other stones, to clear your other stones, spaces. I like to do the chakras, the 7 chakras. So I'll check both of your guys' chakras and let you know how you're doing that way. Pain and tension, nice to do for loved ones, up their spine. If somebody's having, really good for joints. And then also good for spaces. So if you're traveling and you're staying at an Airbnb or a hotel or you have to venture down in the basement, dark basement, the whole trick with these is that you just want to move slow. So I'm usually at the Bisbee community market on Saturdays from 9 to 1. So I'm usually hawking rocks there and selling my spinners. I don't do the foot detoxes there because I don't have access to electricity.
Yeah.
So
check my chakras.
Okay,
We'll see
all
how
right.
they're
Let's start with you, Scott. So there's 7 basic energy centers. I call it the rainbow within, starting down at our tailbone. So the first chakra is the root chakra, and the color's red. And your root chakra is clear. It's not spinning. So we're going to move up a few inches to your low belly, to your sacral chakra. And the color's orange. And this is the root of health and the root of creativity. The symbol I like for the sacral chakra is the yin-yang symbol. So this is that balancing point. So your sacral chakra is clearing. It's spinning. So if someone's having any kind of health issue, usually it's going to show up in this sacral. And if you're giving all the time and not open to receiving, it's going to show up there as well. So I don't know if you saw that, but how it spun and then it just pretty much came. Sometimes it'll slow down. It just came to a stop. So your sacral chakras is, not only do I scan, but I also clear. So it's nice and clear. We're going to move up to your upper belly. So it could be, this is your third chakra, your solar plexus. Yellow, it's your sun, your inner sun. It could be right above your belly button. It could be way up high. It can be in between. So everybody's different. Yours is about midway. And your solar plexus is clear. And then we're going to move up to your heart, which is center of the chest. The color's green. And I like to wrap mine in pink light of unconditional love. And your heart is clear. Then we're going to move up to your throat, light blue. And this wraps up around your jaw and your ears and your thyroid. And that one's clear. And then we're going to move up to the space between your eyebrows, your third eye, which is actually something physical in your brain. It's your pineal gland. And so that is your receiver for your spiritual sight. Third eye is clear. And then last but not least, just at the inside of the top of the skull is the crown chakra, the seventh chakra. The color's purple with sometimes flashes of white and or gold. And that one is clear. And then I like to just move through the energy field to the aura. I call this the bug shield. And, or our windshield or bug, And so, I don't know if you saw how it slowed down there. So this is in Scott's aura. So this is not his knee. This is that energy. This is that space. So you just hold them until it stops. So that's nice and clean. Can you lean forward for me, Scott? I'm going to scan for pain and tension up your spine.
Oh boy.
I'm going to start down at your tailbone. And the trick with the harmony spinners is just to go slow. So it's clearing between your shoulder blades, which is a common culprit for those muscles have to work really hard to keep the bowling ball called our head held up all day. So this is a common area for pain and tension. So this is right between your shoulder blades, pretty central, Scott. So it's clearing. And it's just slowed down, and then it stops. So it cleared right here. We're just going to move up. And we'll just go down your arm. So what's nice is with that 30 minutes while you're getting a detox, I can do this energy work, So we're not wasting, time. And I think I mentioned, well, obviously you guys are both doing it. I can do 2 people at once.
Which is nice. You can bring a friend along with you.
You can bring a friend or a family member. Last Saturday we had 3 generations. We had a grandma, her daughters, and a granddaughter.
Yeah.
Had all did the foot detox. So that was really.
But 2 is the limit, though, right?
Choose the limit at a time.
At a time.
So they waited. Yeah. All right.
Okay, now it's
so
my
Todd,
turn.
so let's go. So all those bubbles. You've got a lot of bubbles. Mm-hmm. So that represents your lymphatic system.
Yeah.
So detoxing from the lymphatic system. So that's our pump. That's our pump for toxins.
Yep.
So and you've got some red, some dark orange for the joints. But a fair amount of lymphatic for you. Mm-hmm. You have a few. You have a few, bit. Scott, where you have the ones going in a circle there, and you've got some of that green, which green is gallbladder. The darker green is gallbladder, And then the yellowish green is kidneys, bladder, urinary tract.
And for the record, I have no gallbladder anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That family from last weekend, I had 3 people that didn't have gallbladders.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting.
But
So your body has to somehow, right? Like, I don't know if you have to watch your fat intake do you have to watch your fat intake
Well,
not
ever
having
since
a
I had the
gallbladder?
gallbladder out, I have done nothing that I probably am supposed to do.
So all those toxins are building up, so they need to come out someplace. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this could explain some of what you're seeing.
Yeah.
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 Interesting.
Yeah.
So let's check Todd's chakras.
Yeah, can we check your
go
chakras?
ahead.
Can I just
Go
do it?
to town. Yeah,
Okay.
just do it, and I'll just try to relax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're just going to start just down at the root, which is your connection to earth, safety, getting your needs met, down at your tailbone, roots clear, sacral clear, solar plexus clear, heart clear, throat clear, third eye clear, and crown. So all your chakras are clear. Are you a meditator?
Yeah, prayer.
Yes.
Talking to God.
On
trying
a daily basis?
Yes, every day. Trying
Yep.
to keep myself centered, even as I'm driving around, whatever I need to do to try to refocus.
Yeah.
Keep as calm as I can.
Yes.
Trust me.
Meditation's important. It
It
really
is. It's so important.
And the thing about
If
meditation
you lean forward,
is
I'll scan your back.
Once you start getting into meditation and become practiced at it, you don't have to sit in a quiet room with your bare feet on ground or anything like that. You can actually meditate driving your car someplace.
Cleared
if you
here.
have a half hour to go someplace, you can actually
Okay,
get
lean
a
back.
good meditation in a few minutes, even doing an activity like that. But it
Yeah.
does. It is important in helping balance all your chakras and keeping things in line like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have found that most people that meditate, which is the listening and the prayers, the talking. So this is meditation place. This is prayer place. That their chakras are clear.
Yeah.
And so it's like cooking. You just need a little bit. It's not like you have to, you don't have to sit, kumbaya, my Lord, for, 3 hours and have thoughtless awareness and no thoughts. Just a little bit every day really, really, it just helps all of our bodies, physically,
in line,
mentally,
yeah.
emotionally, energetically, and spiritually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
if you've never meditated before or studied it or anything like that, it can be difficult to do initially. That's something that we're looking at having here at Heartfelt Healing Center as a meditation class.
Oh, that would be great.
And it'll get people started on how to meditate, but it is important, just, I call it my alone time, and I just need that peaceful, quiet time where I can, get out of my head, basically, on what's going
And
on.
all the distractions of the world.
Exactly.
And your phone.
Yep.
Because that's my biggest thing right now. Because of Cool FM, I'm always having to be on the phone because everything with our social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all through the phone. And so I can't seem to break away from my phone.
Yes. Yes.
And that has affected me mentally and kind of changed me in ways over the years. Because remember, Cool FM started, 8, 9, almost 10 years ago now. I don't know the exact date. And it changed my life because I was, from that point on, constant phone usage.
Yes. Yes.
So,
which
and
our phones put out a lot of electromagnetic pollution, right? So there's stones for that. You know, shungite is a wonderful stone from Russia, and I have a shungite sticker on my cell phone, and I swear that it helps.
Well, we may have to talk about that after this. And I'll take anything that could possibly help in my situation in particular.
Yes.
But I'm sure somebody watching is forced to be around their phone a lot, or maybe they have their own, social media addiction. Who knows?
Yes.
Because so many of us are on the phones now,
Yeah.
or around the phone more than ever.
A lot. Yes.
So.
Yes.
But it almost looks like my feet has taken a poop.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the water is no longer clear on either one of us. You cannot see.
And,
you can't see your feet anymore.
I mean,
you can't see the bottom of the. Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? And all of this is being pulled.
It's not all coming from the body. There is a chemical reaction that's happening with the electricity, the ions, and the salt. It's kind of a combination. It's indicative of what's going on.
Gotcha.
So whatever the chemical reactions that are happening, it's really interesting. I mean, I've been doing these foot detoxes for several years now, offering them as a service. And, I'll see brown, clearly brown, and, somebody is a nicotine user, or now, this is an interesting thing. The black flakes, which I don't see. Do you see any flakes? Do you see any of the black flakes? I don't see any of the black flakes. Maybe just one there. Okay. The black flakes are, according to this, are heavy metals. So heavy metal toxicity is very common in this society, in our society.
Do I have
so
that?
I don't see any. I don't see any. Nope. Nope, they're and that one could have been a residue from the one that I did earlier. It may have been in the tub.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that one yes.
That is right in that area.
There's one right there, you can see it. It's actually it looks like a flake.
Yeah.
So the heavy metal toxicity comes from, most commonly comes from dental work. Okay. So it comes from dental work, but it can also come if you're exposed, to lead paint. There's heavy metals all over the place.
Yeah.
And so, but probably the let's see, I'm trying to look for these flakes here. Black flakes, heavy metals. And then the black is liver. And then brown, black and brown, just regular is liver, which is our filter, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
talk a little bit about, you had mentioned earlier, people can get like a series 3 or 5, depending on what you feel that they may need.
Yeah.
How does the water change after they do, say, a series of 5?
Yeah. Even usually after the second one is when I can really see a difference. It depends on the person. But the water definitely gets clearer. It's not it's not going to go all the way to clean,
Right.
but it gets better.
Okay.
And so to me, that is evidential, that something,
That the toxins are starting to come out of the body,
something's improving there. So
We're with Charman Bamesberger. She's with Ionic Foot Detox, part of Heartfelt Healing Center here in Sierra Vista, the newly opened Heartfelt Healing Center on the Foothills. What's the exact address, Scott?
3965 East Foothills Drive, Ste F. So I'm finished now. She's going to take the...
I don't know if do we want to watch the whole process?
Why not?
Okay. So you're just going to take
this
your feet
out.
off and you can set them
Put
down
it
on
right
that
on this
towel.
towel.
Yes. So I'm just going to set this over here.
So the nice thing
And
is
then I
after
will-
this, Charman does clean your feet afterwards. Okay, you don't have to walk out with nastiness on your feet.
Yeah, and there's usually most commonly I use rubbing alcohol. So most commonly there's a ring around the ankle.
Now the thing that looks to me, and I understand the water was warm, but it wasn't hot. Okay.
Yeah.
But take a look at there's like redness, I guess, a little bit like that, but it doesn't itch or anything like that. It's just part of the process, I guess, right?
Yeah, my feet after a detox always feel so good.
Oh, yeah.
They feel clean.
Yeah.
They feel tingly. And I feel like I'm walking kind of like on clouds. Like I always just, all the way until the next day usually.